And a G. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Green Go Trucking Show. My name is Matthew Gossett. As you should know by now, like my studio audience, I love them. Thanks, Lewis. Appreciate your participation. My name is Matthew Gossett. My friends call me Goose, so I expect you to do the same. Welcome today to the Green Go Trucker Show. This is the Trucker Happy Hour, which is also my happy hour. I have a few topics to discuss today. We're going to talk about something that's in every interview that we've ever had here on the show, and that's the issue of parking. We need to talk about it. There's been an article written about it, and it sheds some light on the real problems that are out there with the truckers in today's market. Number two, we're going to talk about something for you guys, the actual truckers who live their lives on the road. We've got several different people who have offered their tips and tricks on how to make their lives a lot more comfortable on the road. So I'm hoping some of these will help you. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about the CMSA results, the Commercial Motor Vehicle Safety Alliance. As you guys are well aware, they've done their safety inspection reports over the last couple of months. And I have some of the results here, and they're kind of positive. So stick around. I'll be with you shortly. Check out this intro. Still the best intro on YouTube. Definitely screams Gringo. So America. All right, so let's look USA. See, we got it again. USA. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Thank you. So today, let's talk about something. And if you've been paying attention to me, if you joined any of my shows, you will know that we do some interviews out at the Pilot Truck Stop. And when we do, the number one issue faced today by truckers around the nation is parking. It's not just here. It's just about everywhere except maybe the expansive Midwest. There's probably no problems parking out there, and no one has ever mentioned a problem out there, just simply because of the amount of sheer space and land. But here, especially along the eastern seaboard, we have a huge problem with it. And there was an article written just recently, and I'm going to read through a little bit of the article, and I'm going to give you guys my take on certain things and elaborate where I feel necessary, because this is something that you guys need to focus on and pay attention to, because parking is a real problem. And when I start to show you the guys these statistics that I have here, you're going to see how can that possibly be. So let's start talking about the article that was written. It delves into the escalating issue of truck parking in the United States. It provides an in-depth analysis of the problem and some potential solutions. So here's a little more detail about it. It begins by sharing, an intriguing anecdote about a journalist named Henry Grabar, who signed up for a parking conflict alerts, but he ended up learning a lot about the parking situation here in the United States. It highlights the contrast between the allocation of the resources for residential parking and the difficulties experienced by the nation's 2 million long-haul truckers. All right. So here's the truck parking challenge. The article underscores the severity of the problem, noting that truck drivers spend a significant amount of time each day searching for parking spots. Now, tell me there's not a better use of time than driving around searching for parking spots. Come on, man. These guys are on a mission. They have deadlines that need to be met, and they get paid according to those deadlines. And here they are driving around looking for parking spaces. That's ridiculous. The statistics from the American Trucking Associations that are cited, they reveal that only one parking spot's available for every 11 truck drivers. Do the math. One spot for every 11 truck drivers. So the other 10 are driving around wondering when somebody's going to leave. Little ridiculous. So the introduction of the electronic logging devices, the ELD mandate in 2018, is discussed, and a factor that exacerbates the parking difficulties for the truckers. It's strict time constraints have made finding suitable parking within the permitted hours of quite a ridiculous task. The article highlights also the concerning trend where the total miles driven by freight trucks have been increasing faster than the number of available public and private rest stops. So again, we have another problem where there's not enough supply to meet the demand that's out there, especially the public rest stops. This suggests that despite truckers' substantial contributions to the economy, they're not receiving equal support. You know, they provide an essential, and I do mean, I can't stress enough the word essential service for the United States of America. And these guys aren't asking for miracles. You know, they're not asking for a kidney. They're asking for simple parking spots and places to stop, to rest, to rejuvenate, so that they can get your products, your goods, your necessities delivered to you in a timely fashion. So I don't think it's very, it's too much to ask for some time, some money, and some effort to be spent on finding these truckers some parking. So quotes from truck drivers are provided to offer readers firsthand perspective of the challenges they face, such as having to, resort to unsafe locations, which a few shows back, I had an article where there were some trucks, semis parked on the side of the road, and a Greyhound bus plowed into them, which, resulted in a number of injuries. So things like that can't happen. They can't happen. So this article just really, paints a picture of the scarcity of these legitimate parking spots for our truckers. So again, when they're forced, the truckers are forced to park on the side of the shoulders or the freeways or in abandoned lots. You're really opening yourself up to injury or crime, or any number of things that you can possibly imagine, bad things you can imagine. There's a new law that is aimed at addressing truck parking, but its full implementation remains uncertain as of the writing of this article. Obviously, this article also addresses the fact that truck drivers need the adequate rest that they need to maintain their day, to finish their jobs, and to be safe on the road. Like, this isn't rocket science. Okay, we provide truck parking, we figure out a solution for the problem, and truckers feel perfectly fine, feel rejuvenated, feel rested, and ready to go to their next stop and to get their day done. So the solutions and challenges, again, there's a couple of laws on the books that are trying to get passed. There's also some entrepreneurs that are trying to alleviate the problem, putting their own money and own developments in place, where they're trying to invest in certain lots with good amenities for truckers, such as really good lighting and showers and things like that. But it kind of raises the question on who's supposed to be responsible for solving this crisis. Is it a private public partnership? Is it the government? Funding, as usual, and as with everything, remains a hurdle. So we're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure it out. It concludes, the article that was written is a very thorough article. It's a great article. But it concludes by emphasizing the urgent need to address this truck parking crisis, not only for the well-being of the truck drivers, but also for the safety and reliability of the supply chain. As you can imagine, things like this, the fact that the truckers are driving around one parking spot for 11 truckers, it really delays goods that need to be at a certain point at a certain time. So I think the main problem and what everybody needs to come to grips with is who should fund this problem solving expedition. And that's just something that we're going to have to wait to find out. It's something that we're going to have to see who comes out on top of that, and hopefully they can get something fixed about it soon. So that's my article number one. That's my topic number one. And it is obviously a pain point for a lot of drivers out there in the world today. Again, we do one or two, sometimes three interviews a show, and I'll be damned if two out of the three or two out of the two don't mention parking as a problem. So obviously it's something that we need to address, something that we need to focus on, and hopefully we can get something done soon. Now, let's talk about the Elite Carrier Services of Miami. I have one of these cool hats here somewhere. Don't I? Don't I have one of these? Yes, I do. The purple ones. You guys notice the Elite Carrier Services of Miami. These guys are literally a one-stop shop. They're more of a consulting business for you guys. They help you do just about anything you need when it comes to trucking, such as DOT permitting. They do tags. They do IFTA fuel tax reports. They do everything. And it's a great company who treats everybody like family. Their phone number is 305-405-2600. That's 305-405-2600. If you guys have any questions, you just want to run something by them or get some advice, give them a call. They'll help you out. They'll point you in the right direction, especially if you're starting a business, starting a new trucking business. They will definitely help you as much as possible. And tell them the Gringo Trucker sent you. All right. Number 2 sponsor on the list is one that's very near and dear to my heart, and that is Top Tracking System. Okay. I have the hat here. I have the outfit here. I'm ready to go. Top Tracking System. These guys are the number 1 ELD on the market. And I say that because I believe in it. You know, I've been in sales a long time, you know, way before the whole trucking thing. And it's a lot easier to sell a product if you believe in that product. And I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I believe in Top Tracking System. Number 1, they have lower cost. They don't feel the need to gouge you. They don't feel the need to exacerbate a problem, when everybody's concerned about their bottom line. These guys are offering you an amazing service, wonderful reliability, and at a fraction of the cost that you're normally paying for your other ELD systems. Number 2 reason is the fact that they have a 24/7 customer service. They're bilingual. They can help you out, whether you speak Spanish or English. They'll help you out any given time of day, no problem. Give them a call. Your wait times are significantly reduced, again, in comparison to the other ELD logbook systems on the market. And number 3, we don't bother you with contracts. There's no need. We are confident enough in our system, confident in its ease of use, confident in its reliability, that we're not going to force you to sign a 1 or 2 year contract. There's no need for that. You're going to be happy with it, I promise. Reach out 305-934-3454. Those guys over at Top Tracking System will definitely point you in the right direction. They'll help you out, give you any kind of quote that you need. As far as the GPS or camera systems or the electronic logbook, we got you covered. Literally, like, it's not a problem. We'll help you out. Give us a call, 305-934-3454. Now, we have a very special commercial today, and this is one that I would normally have done before, and this one is Elite Insurance and Beyond. And instead of listening to me talk about their benefits and what they will offer you, I'm going to let Carla Herrera talk. Take it.
Hi, my name is Carla Herrera from Elite Insurance and Beyond. I am an owner, daughter of the other owners, as well as an agent myself. I am here to tell you that all you need to do is drive. We have you protected. We can guarantee you 30% less than any other agency in the state of Florida, which, as we all know, represents thousands of dollars a year. And truckers nowadays cannot afford to lose money. We will give you better policies with less money. Call us 305-888-1557, Elite Insurance and Beyond, where you'll know you're protected.
That's a fantastic commercial. Very good. Kudos, Carla. She's way better looking than I am on the screen, so I'm sure you guys appreciated that. I don't have to go through it, but like she said, we will save you 30% on your policy. We give you a better policy at lower rates, and who could ask for more? I monitor these Facebook boards all the time, and the number one question that they throw out there: anybody got any idea or advice on insurance? I'm sick and tired of being with, I can't say the name, but the other company, and I am so fast to give them the website and the phone number so that they can give them a call and get a quote and save themselves some money. So thank you, Carla. That was an amazing commercial. I look forward to listening to that over and over again, so I don't have to. But give them a call at 305-888-1557 and they will hook you up with the best policy. We got you covered. All right. Now, sponsorships taken out of the way for right now. I got a couple more in just a little bit, but we'll talk about those a little later. Now we're going to talk about truck driver strategies for a comfortable life on the road. Okay. So in the realm of your workplace, when it merges with your home and your bed is just a few feet or a few steps behind your seat, maintaining a healthy work-life balance can be a formidable challenge. Yet, professional truck drivers have honed their own personal strategies to create a sense of comfort amidst this nomad lifestyle. So I saw an article and I wanted to expand on it some. Trucknews.com conversed with 5 seasoned road warriors to get their ideas of how to make the best of living your life out of your truck, basically. Each one has their unique approach, but most of them talk about, make sure your curtains are drawn, the truck doors are securely locked, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the basic stuff, but then they go into even more, expansion on how they handle life on the road and the work-life balance. So there's this one gentleman, Lee Wood, often spends weeks on the road, has adopted a proactive approach to make his journeys more enjoyable. He carries running and hiking shoes, capitalizes on the downtime, explore his favorite spots along his routes. He particularly raves about the beauty of Ontario and his adventures in Newfoundland and captivating the something called the Wreck House area. I think I'm going to have to go visit. It sounds like a nice place, Wreck House. This sounds gritty, but life doesn't always have to be inside your truck when you're out on the road. When you have a break, when you have time, when you have your downtime, go out and get some exercise and do something, different and take in the beauty of your surroundings. The one thing I like about driving is the fact that I get to see new places, new scenery all the time. And that's amazing. And I love it. Food is also a source of morale for this gentleman, Lee Wood. He's becoming a microwave master, expertly preparing pasta dishes on the road. His daily cooking routine involves a hot plate for whipping up steaks or hamburger. See, you're not just restricted to the fast food restaurants out there. Lately, Mexican wraps featuring soy-based proteins and pizzas have become his comfort food of choice. So, and he says, he has a quote here about making pizza. Making the perfect pizza doesn't require a toaster. Pita will also serve as a makeshift crust. If it gets a bit gooey, just give it a bit more time in the microwave and roll it into a wrap. This guy, I love it how these guys improvise with everything. So, and a way he keeps his mind engaged as he streams shows, obviously on Netflix and Hulu and things like that during his downtime, firmly believing that idle time is mind losing time. So obviously when you have too much time to be thinking about things, you're going to ruin your brain and, keeping your mind occupied with things that take your mind off of the job or off of the task at hand. Obviously it's a big deal for Lee. So we have someone else named Donna Jacobson, adding personal touches. She spends fewer than 12 weeks a year at home, but doesn't let her truck cabin feel impersonal. She added her own creative touches, decorating the cab glass and walls with items like beaded hummingbird and peace-themed elements. They make the cab feel a lot cozier, she explains. Now, there's something interesting too. You can't go home. You can't be home. Bring home to you. Make your cab feel as homely as you possibly can. For meals on the road, she brings a cooler, juice, versatile 3-in-1 microwave, air fryer, convection oven appliance, so she can basically handle anything on the road. She even invested in a badminton set, welcoming fellow travelers at truck stops to join her in for a game. See, look at that. She's also boosting the morale with fellow drivers, which is incredible in itself. Donna enjoys mind stimulating puzzles like Sudoku and word searches and things like that. She also reads the Bible while awaiting her cargo pickups and passionately sings to the music playing in the cab. That would be me. I do that all the time. I find myself singing. I know the words to so many songs I probably shouldn't know, but it keeps my mind busy. So there is that. Sam Gier is a movie buff. who occasionally undertakes a cross-country hauls and developed his own unique comforts for life on the road. He's a devoted film enthusiast. Samir loves watching both old and new movies while he's working and his driving day is finished. Equipping his cab with a smart TV, complete with a DVD player, streams contemporary films, but also reserves classic favorites for his cherished DVD collection. Watching some movies repeatedly is a joy. Let me know in the comments, because this is a question I see on Facebook a lot. Name me one movie that you can watch over and over again and never get tired. That just came to my mind there. Samir is also